What's going on, Cowboys fans? It's your boy Foots here. The Combine is here. We're about 3-4 days away from actual on-field drills for the Combine. And while it's not the Senior Bowl, while they won't be doing actual football things and, hitting and tackling and all those things, you do get to kind of get confirmation on the tape that you've watched. So I wanted to put together a list of, some players who I think could kind of solidify themselves with a good Combine outing. Every year it happens. Kind of move up, and ultimately some guys that the Cowboys may want to target. So the first prospect that I kind of looked at was Malik Jefferson. Now, he's kind of went under the radar during this draft season, but he's a good player. And what you want to see from him is the lateral movement. The Cowboys need a middle linebacker. You think about Jefferson, he finishes at the ball well, but his speed, his quickness, so the 3-cone and a couple other agility drills, that'll be big for Malik Jefferson. Maybe the Cowboys may have some interest. He may be that dark horse linebacker that the Cowboys aren't talking about, or that isn't really being mocked to them. Christian Kirk. Obviously, a bunch of Cowboys fans know how I feel about receiver, but I think Christian Kirk is a big play guy. And if he goes to the Combine, blows it up, it would be tempting to get him, maybe 19, a guy who can open the field up, deep speed, catch, make plays with the ball in his hands, kind of a Dak security blanket. You want to make the offense more Dak friendly. I definitely think that he's a prospect that the Cowboys, they would look at Christian Kirk. I definitely think that. Now, here's the one. If James Washington has a good showing at the Combine, he did have a good showing at the Senior Bowl. If he has a good showing at the Combine, I really think that he could possibly move into consideration in 19. Let's say he runs a 4.49, a 4.47. Let's say his 3-cone's good. Let's say he goes out and looks very, very clean running routes, catching the ball. During the process, you start to fall in love with certain players. I could see the Cowboys very easily really falling more in love with James Washington. Vita Vea, he is going to look amazing out there with his size and how compact he is for his size. I think that, with his lateral quickness as a DT being that big, as a defensive tackle, the Cowboys' history isn't to draft defensive tackle, but when you see him move, it will be tempting. He goes out, has a good Combine, does some things. They say he's going to run a sub 5.40. That's great for he's like 3.40. So if he goes out, has a good Combine, you go back to the tape and you start making it work for you. The Cowboys can make it work for their defensive line. He's a guy for them to watch. Now, here we go. The man, that man. Derwin James is just an animal, guys. He's going to go out, and with the Combine that I'm hearing he's going to have, he may be out of the Cowboys' reach anyway. But you can't help but wonder, if he goes out, blows it up, you already see him doing amazing football things on tape. Let's say the Cowboys say, man, let's package some picks together. Let's go up and get him, because he could take our defense from good to great. If nothing else, just being a mismatch defender, just going out and taking another team's best tight end away. He can guard receivers. He can play in the slot. I did a film breakdown on him, just showing all the good things that he can do. Derwin James, somebody to watch at the Combine. Now, DeShawn Elliott. A bunch of Cowboys fans have wanted me to do a scouting report on DeShawn Elliott. He makes plays. This USC game that we're watching right now, he made a bunch of plays. However, I do see some stiffness in his hips, and I see some stiffness with him as a pure when it comes to coverage. I want to see Elliott move well at the Combine to solidify him as being a second-round pick, maybe. Mark Andrews. Now, this guy to me is a Jason Witten clone, and where the Cowboys are drafting at, they're basically going to have their opportunity to get the best tight end on the board. Could he go out, blow it up, and the Cowboys say, Jason Witten's getting old? I felt like that for a long time. Maybe he could be a guy that, we wanna invest in. I like Mark Andrews a lot. You can see the way he moves. He's a guy to watch at the Combine. And here's a dark horse, Alex Cappa. Now, swing tackle is a position of need for us. I don't care what you guys think. Offensive lineman is a position that needs to be addressed. So maybe Alex Cappa, a small school guy, come out, shows well, moves well. Maybe he's a dark horse pick for us. Keep your eyes on him at the combine. It's your boy, Foots the King. All of these prospects are good prospects. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. These are just some guys to kind of keep your eyes on. The Cowboys will be very, very, very busy this week, so enjoy. Hope you guys know what you're watching for. Peace.